What is up, everybody? HugoNoWhere back with another video, and today we're gonna be taking a look at the Pyromancer from Outriders the game, which the demo for it is coming out in just a few days. So if you're excited, go ahead and hit that thumbs up. But without further ado, let's not waste any more time and let's talk about the Pyromancer and if you're gonna be playing this class when the game comes out. First and foremost, who is this class gonna be for? It's gonna be for somebody that likes to take on hordes of enemies all at the same time. It's also for somebody that likes that mid-range combat, so not too close and personal but also not too far away, and for somebody who really likes area of effect based classes. This class focuses on three core fundamentals, being explosive, immobilize, and ignition. This class's melee ability also differs from the rest slightly, since when you do hit somebody with your melee attack, it's gonna cause fire damage that's gonna burn over time. Just like every other class in Outriders, you're gonna have to play aggressively in order to heal, and the way that the Pyromancer heals is when an enemy dies that has been marked by your skills, you're gonna start regenerating some health. Every single time you hit a person with, let's say, your melee ability, it causes them to be marked since they're constantly burning or something is happening to them due to one of your abilities or skills. This is gonna cost you to regenerate your health back if you end up killing them or somebody else delivers the final blow for you. And now to get to the meat of the actual character, we're gonna talk about their powers, starting off with their thermal bomb. This is going to set enemies ablaze and it deals damage to them over time. If an enemy dies like this, they're going to blow up and it's going to affect nearby enemies as well, and it looks pretty brutal. Next, we have the Ash Blast. This is going to give enemies the status effect known as Ash. This prevents targets from doing anything at all since the ash consumes them and engulfs them and then makes them unable to move. Next, we have Heat Wave. This is one of the earlier powers, so we're definitely going to be seeing it in the demo, and it's essentially a line of fire that comes from the ground and it shoots directly at an enemy, which looks really cool. Followed by, we have Overheat, and this ability is gonna deal extra damage to enemies that are already burning, which is a great follow-up. So if you hit somebody with Heat Wave, you could go ahead and trigger your Overheat ability and it's gonna do extra damage, so it synergizes good with a lot of the Pyromancer's powers. Next, we do have Feed the Flames, and this is an ability that's gonna let you pull an enemy towards you, dealing damage, draining their health, and inflicting the status effect Ash once again, and that just sounds amazing. Then we have Volcanic Rounds, and this is gonna fill your weapons magazine with anomaly infused bullets that will inflict burn within a small radius and pierce targets, damaging enemies behind them. This skill is gonna last until you reload or you switch weapons. Then we have something called the Phaser Beam, and it's exactly what it sounds like. It's a beam made out of fire energy that deals extra damage to enemies that have already been inflicted with burn, and it also causes another status effects known as Interrupt, which stops enemies from recharging their own health or either charging up some sort of attack towards you. Sounds like it's going to be really good for bosses or for those tougher enemies, mini bosses. Next, we have Eruption, and this creates a volcanic eruption beneath a selected enemy, dealing damage to them and all the enemies within a small radius of that target. Just like every other class in Outriders, you're gonna have the ability to buff up these powers. The way you do that is through the skill tree, and the way that the Pyromancer skills tree is divided is still into three paths. We have the Ash Breaker. This is gonna provide a bonus on damage and marked enemies. Next, we have the Firestorm path, which focuses more on maximizing damage on skills, burning damage, and skill damage as well. Last but not least, we have the Tempest branch. This is the tank row essentially for the Pyromancer. This is going to give you max health bonuses and it's going to reduce damage from certain effects. There is one that's worth mentioning called the Phoenix Nezzling, and this gives you a free revive in case you go down, which is gonna come in clutch for a lot of reasons alone. And that's gonna go ahead and do it for this video about the Pyromancer. Let me know what class you're most excited to play. I would love to know and read your comments down below. Once again, thank you so much for watching. If you're excited for the game, give this video a thumbs up, and if you want to see more, please stay tuned to the channel. I'm HugoNoWhere, you stay golden, and I'll see you on the next video.